What's going on, you guys? It's KP here, bringing you another boxing video. Today I'm going to go ahead and get my prediction out for the Adrien Broner versus Shawn Porter fight coming up on PBC. I can't remember the exact date. I think they said June 20th. My opinion on this fight, I think it's a great fight. It's going to be free, which is always great. It's good for boxing to have fights on TV, and I think that Bob Arum and De La Hoya suing Al Heyman for putting free boxing on TV is so stupid, because the reason people said boxing was dying was basically the only good fights you could watch for a long time were on pay-per-view. And as time rolled on, you started to see pay-per-views like with Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. Their undercards most of the time were pretty shit, and you were having to pay $60 to watch basically one fight. And who really wants to do that? I mean, I'll be honest with you, most of the time when the big fights come on, if they don't have a good undercard, I'm not going to pay to watch it. I'll stream it, or I'll go to like Buffalo Wild Wing in Gainesville and watch it there and drink some beer and eat some food. But I'm not paying $60 to watch one fight. And having boxing for free on network television can only help the sport to grow. You're going to reach a wider audience. People can turn on their TV on Saturday night that don't have HBO or Showtime or don't want to order pay-per-view, and they can watch, from what's happened so far, some damn good fights. I mean, the last few PBC cards, in my opinion, have been better than the last couple pay-per-views have. So De La Hoya and Bob Arum trying to sue Al Heyman for violating the Ali Act, to me, is just absolutely ridiculous. This is, PBC is doing nothing but help the sport. Trust me, the fighters are still getting paid plenty of money. They'll be all right. So, anyway, guys, since I got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the fight. Adrien Broner is basically, he tries to knock off Floyd Mayweather's style, but he's a lot more of a come-forward fighter. He's more flat-footed than Mayweather is. He fights out of that Philly shell, that James Toney kind of defense. At 147, which this fight I think is being fought at a catch weight, which is, I'm not even gonna go into that. You know what? You guys know how I feel about catch weights. They're stupid. If you want to fight at a weight class, fight at the damn weight class. If you don't, then go down. But Broner doesn't really seem to have as much power from 140 and up that he had at like lightweight, where he was knocking people out. And even then, you know, I always thought that his power was more of an accumulation of the punches more than it was one punch. Like, he would tag you, he would just keep tagging you, and eventually you just go down. It wouldn't be just, you know, one big left hook and you're down, or one big right hand and you're down. It would be an accumulation of punches. Shawn Porter, his style is very aggressive. He actually has decent defense, but he is an offensive fighter. Let's not beat around the bush. He's no pure boxer. He's a boxer puncher. He likes to throw hooks, uppercuts, straights, whatever he can hit you with, he's gonna throw. He'll throw the kitchen sink at you if he can. He throws a good volume of punches. He has great conditioning. The one knock on him is when he fought Kell Brook, I don't know how well he does with someone that can move well, but again, in this fight, Adrien Broner is not really known for his movement. I think he actually has rather slow feet, and I know he may say that he just fights like that because he just wants to, and he can move if he wants to, but I ain't seen it. I haven't seen a guy that can circle around the ring, dance around the ring, throw punches while he's moving. Broner is a guy that needs to be in the pocket and get set up to throw shots. He's not a guy that's going to hit you on the move, pot shot you and roll under. He doesn't really clinch much. He's really an in the pocket, get in your face, hide behind that lead shoulder, counter if he's in the pocket, and lead with like right hands and hooks. That's what Broner does. He's got very fast hands, very good reflexes, and a good defense. But Porter throws like very weird shots, like overhand rights. And I don't mean like a straight line overhand right. I mean, he'll loop it over and come down. And we've already seen that Broner had a lot of problems with that particular punch in the Marcos Maidana fight. And Porter has a lot faster hand speed than Marcos Maidana and hits harder. You guys got to realize this. Porter's going to be the much bigger guy on fight night. He'll probably weigh around 160 in the ring. You know, I don't think Porter personally is going to be at 147 for that much longer. I think he's going to move up to 154 soon, and I think the way he fights and, you know, his physical size will suit him well at 154. I think he could do very well. I mean, Kell Brook is no shabby fighter. It's not a bad thing to lose to Kell Brook. The guy's undefeated. He's got very good boxing skills. But again, I just don't know, and I wouldn't put money on a guy that's going to stand right in front of Shawn Porter, even if he has a good defense, to win a 12-round fight against him. I'm not saying Porter knocks Broner out. I think Broner's defense would probably keep him from getting knocked out. He may go down in this fight. I mean, guys, Marcos Maidana put him down twice. Porter is faster and stronger than Marcos Maidana. Hate to say it. Maidana was really a big 140 fighter. Porter could fight 154 and still be big at 154. So, you know, props to Broner for taking this fight. I'll give him the credit of this. He's actually calling out guys like Amir Khan and Porter and Kell Brook. He's calling out pretty much the baddest dudes in the division. You know, unlike some people, I won't mention names, he's actually trying to fight, you know, the younger welterweights that are in their prime that pose a real challenge. And, you know, even if Broner loses this fight, I don't think he loses credibility, in my opinion. At least he took the fucking fight. He could have just honestly, he could have just not fought Shawn Porter and just be like, well, I'll fight some other bum, I'll still make the same amount of money, and I'll win easy. But no, he's taking on a challenge. Who do I favor in this fight? I think I have to favor Shawn Porter in this. You know, style-wise, I think he gives Broner a lot of problems. I think someone that can, the way you beat a shoulder roll is with angles and weird punches. You know, a shoulder roll is designed really to fight in the pocket. Broner uses it well. I'm not saying he doesn't. But, you know, guys that can move to the side of you, get an angle and throw combinations and then move back again are going to give guys that fight out of that, you know, that lead Philly shell shoulder roll problems. That's how you beat it. You don't beat it by coming straight at it, because that's what Broner wants. He wants you to come right into him so he can roll off and counter, or pivot out and counter. And Porter, I think Porter will figure out early that he can land that looping overhand right. He's just going to have to get a little angle for it. Could Broner win this fight? Sure. I think it probably goes the distance. And I'm not saying Porter's going to shut Broner out. If he does, you know, good. But I don't expect that. I expect Broner to probably win a couple rounds. This is a good fight, guys. I mean, there's a lot of ifs. Can Broner really step his game up? Can he show something he hasn't shown a lot, which is foot movement? He's going to need to move to beat Shawn Porter. Now, Broner does have the advantage of speed. I think he's faster than Porter. The way you beat a guy like Shawn Porter is to move. You've got to move, pot shot, and not let him get into his wheelhouse of punches. You can't stand, you know, right in front of him. And even though Broner's got that good defense, I think Porter's looping shots will give him a lot of problems. He can mix in straight punches and looping punches very well. And Porter has very good power. So, you know, if someone put a gun to my head and asked me who am I picking, I'm picking Shawn Porter. I'll pick him by decision. Again, guys, this is a great free fight. We're getting this for free. I can't say anything bad about it. It's a competitive, good fight. Let me know what you guys think. Leave comments down below. Let me know who you're picking. And also, let me know what you guys think about De La Hoya and Arum suing Al Heyman for giving us free fights. I think it's bullshit. But anyways, guys, have a nice day. Have a good weekend, and take care.